Is he the king of the underground right now? Because Yeet, we can't consider him underground.
Do you consider Destroy Lonely underground?
Yes.
He's the king right now.
Really?
Yeah.
But I feel like he hasn't, put his nose to the grindstone for long enough.
I agree, but like
maybe
Opium,
he's rookie of the year.
he passed everybody already.
Yeah, but
He already hit Billboard.
That's
Summers
because
didn't do
Cardi.
that.
That's because Cardi co-signed him. So like he's got steroids. He's not natty.
I agree with you. He's Liver King right now. But
He's following the ancestral tenets.
yeah. Okay, so I understand what you're saying, and I do agree that Destroy Lonely and Ken Carson would not be the same size as they are right now. Right now, specifically, at least, because star power, I always say, like, can eventually get to the same point, but Cardi just seeps into things, and for some reason, like, okay, Destroy, I can tell by the engagement on Instagram posts. Like, anytime there's something that goes down with Destroy Lonely, I'm like, okay, we posting this right now because all the fans are fiending for this shit. For Destroy Lonely.
Okay. Well, now that this hard drive thing got me thinking again about Swae Lee when he was faking like somebody stole his hard drive to release an album, which never ended up getting released. What happened with that, Swae Lee? We're still waiting. Well, but would you, because Swae Lee's a certified hit maker. Like, let's be fair here.
Okay.
Not to reference the Lil Mosey album. He is not a certified hit maker. So, would you be willing to buy a Swae Lee hard drive that you can use the references for if your plan is like, hey, I have this artist, I think he's got a good image, a good likeness. If I buy all of these references from Swae Lee and I know how to make something happen, we could have some hits on our hands.
So you're asking how much I would pay for that?
No, I'm saying, would you be willing to pay for something like that at that point? I would.
I've actually done that before with an artist I manage. We like got actually a pretty popular rapper.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, now got him in the studio and they like helped make music, and one of the tracks I've even told the story on YouTube, I think, so it's not even secret. But I even made the track to it like myself. I rapped it because that artist didn't want to release it, even though it was like better than, in my opinion at least, it was more like on where music is going as opposed to like their genre that they were doing. But yeah, so I do think reference tracks are huge. I mean, Drake and all these big artists live off them. Like, they would not be able to be as successful without them, no? Do you agree?
I agree.
At least to start
I don't know if Kendrick's using any reference tracks.
Yeah, but look what happened to his last album.
I mean, his last album was the most streamed album this year.
But he was like the first big, like top 3 rapper. Like, there's Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole, right? Would you put anybody else in their box right now?
No.
Kanye, but he didn't drop this year.
I'd put Ye above them.
Okay. So Kendrick was the first one, so he had the most time to accumulate streams. The only other competition before him was like Future, I think, who might have been even after, and then Wanna.
But if their albums were so great, Drake's album would have performed the same. Or it would have been at least top 7, 8.
So yeah, honestly, Nevermind was kind of garbage.
Yeah, it was straight garbage.
Yeah. And then Certified Boy Lover, sorry, that dropped late last year.
Like August. But if it was that great, wouldn't it still be getting streamed and be one of the top streamed albums? Because Bad Bunny's album is still getting one of the top streamed albums.
Bad Bunny is kind of, I like Bad Bunny a lot, actually. We've gotten into him recently. I don't know what he's saying, but it's still hard. It's like Metro Boomin, who's still in his 4th week selling like 56K. So I see your point. But I feel like Bad Bunny, what is he selling right now? Like on a weekly basis?
Top 10, probably at least 50 to 100K.
Yeah, so I feel like being a Latin artist, you kind of have more, like when you're the top, you have more people behind you. Whereas when you're American or like in the Western culture, it's more diversified. Would you agree with that?
I agree. That's a good take.
There's a lot more money behind singular artists in Latin culture.
Yeah.
Or just in any other culture outside of Western.
There's also like this mission of like, oh, this is our guy that's going to lead us to the promised land, which is the
Right.
Western audience, which they can pretend like they don't want, but every single artist in the world would love to be popping in USA, Canada, America, USA, Canada, UK, Australia. They all want to be popping there. So
Right.
if they're like, okay, this guy's got the best shot. We're all rallying behind him. As opposed to if artists are already in America, they're like, you're kind of mid. You're cool, but you know, there's a lot of other people dropping that we're not going to put everything behind you or all our attention directed towards you.
Right. I agree.
But
And
do you
it's like
think-
the highest socioeconomic.
Yes. Do you think
Uh,
Rae Sremmurd can come back though?
Rae Sremmurd. Do I think they can come back?
They just dropped the song.
They did just drop a song. It's got 900K on Spotify, it looks like. Do you know when it dropped?
Whenever the last drop date was.
Friday.
Yes.
So like a couple days ago. Today's Monday.
It's not bad.
That's not bad. I feel like they're kind of industry pushed though.